Kelly Walker. I have had an amazing life. It's been beautiful, it's been tragic. It's been interesting at the very least. Always said I would write a book, but nobody would believe it. So here we go. I've been playing music since I was 14. That's when I figured out I could sing. And then I started playing clubs when I was 17. And what an experience that was for a 17-year-old girl. But then I moved to Nashville when I was 26 and got some very valuable lessons there. A lot of lessons in humility. I needed it. You know, when you're given a gift, and you're young, you tend to not appreciate it as much as you do when you're not young. So I played down there. I met my husband right before I moved down there in '91, and he moved down and we got married in June of '91. And he was an amazing piano player. His name was Kevin Walker, and he was just a huge spirit. Everywhere he went, he lit the room up. And so lived down there with him till '94, and then he had two boys that we went back every other weekend, back and forth to pick them up. Never missed a weekend because we love them, and they were just a big part of our lives. And then our daughter was born in '94, and we decided that it was time to grow up and put our big girl and big boy shoes on. So we moved home to his hometown, Mauricetown. Love that place, and we affectionately call it Motown, but they're good people, and I was glad to come there. It's a beautiful place. It still is, and it was a great ride. And then in 2011, in January 17th, 2011, our home of 20 years burned to the ground, and we lost everything. Our pets made it out. We made it out with the clothes on our backs, and it was pretty devastating. And through the love of friends and family and the generosity of love from friends and family, we made it. They had a lot of good people helping us out and making a difference for us. And then June 3rd of that year, my husband Kevin, of 20 years, had a massive heart attack at Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse while we were setting up his gear. We had 2 shows that day, and he was determined that we were going to do it even though he didn't feel well. And so he passed away that day, and I remember thinking, that's it, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't do it. And so I took a couple of weeks off, and out of necessity, because I had no choice at the time, because all I did at that point for 20 years was play music. I walked back in that place, and I made it happen. I hope you give me the chance. I love what I do. I love my children. I love my job. I love Jeff Ruby. I love everything about my job. And I just hope I get the opportunity. I mean, I've been around, I've done it, you know. Get a lot of these kids, you see them out there and they're talented, but I don't think you can really know that feeling, that karma, that vibe, that strength, that pain until you've had to worry about paying an electric bill or your soulmate dies and you got to take care of your children. But until you do that, all I can say is I hope you never have to. But don't ever quit, can never quit. And I remember everyone kept saying, how do you do this? I see you smile, I see you sing, and it's the funniest thing. One of the first things I saw after Kevin passed away was Finding Nemo. And I was sitting there and I was numb. And I saw Ellen DeGeneres' character, and in one of the lines, it was something like, how do you do it? How do you just keep smiling? And she'd say, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And so when people would ask me how I did it, I would say, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And so that's kind of how I did it. But thank you for the opportunity. I hope you give me the chance to show you what I got. And this is for me, it's for my children, and it's for Kevin. So here we go. That was Kevin's favorite line. He would always say whenever we'd get in the middle of something, he'd go, here we go. So here we go. Thank you.
She don't need anybody to tell her she's pretty. She's heard it every single day of her life. He's got to wonder what she sees in him when there's so many others standing in line. And she gives herself to him, but he's still on the outside. She's alone in this world. She's nobody's girl. She's nobody's girl. She shows up at his doorstep in the middle of the night. Then she disappears for weeks at a time. It's just enough to keep him wanting more, but never is he satisfied. And he's left to pick up the pieces. He's wondering, what does it do this for? She's off in her own little world. She's nobody's girl. She's nobody's girl. He said before I met her, I didn't love nothing. I could take it or leave it, that was okay. She brings out the one in me for things I didn't even know that I need. She does anything she wants, anytime she wants to. With anyone, you know, she wants it all. She gets upset over the least little thing. Man, you hurt her, it makes you feel so small. And she's a walking contradiction, and I ache for her inside. She's fragile like a string of pearls. She's nobody's girl. She's fragile like a string of pearls. She's nobody's girl. She's nobody's girl. She's nobody's girl. Something off the time she Baby, turn on the lights. No, baby, I said turn on all the lights. Baby, come over here. Get on up on this chair.